please welcome Samuel Fung, who receives a Bachelor of Arts today from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study, and who will now address his fellow graduates.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, honored guests, families, and of course, the class of 2024. My name's Samuel. Let me introduce myself. You see, every year, NYU picks a student speaker, someone remarkable, accomplished, a true exemplar of success. That's why it's my honor to stand here today. Because I am nothing like that. I can't. That's really let me paint you a picture. You see, in my junior year, I interned at an architecture model shop where I fabricated parts, and I would bring them to my supervisor, and he would look at them, and he would say, "Not good enough. Do it again." So I'd put it aside and do it again. Make the part, get rejected, do it again. Do it again, do it again, and again, and again, until by the end of the semester, I had created this massive pile of rejects, a monumental declaration that I was grossly incompetent. That internship is my proudest moment at NYU. Not because it's my greatest accomplishment, I mean, I'm here, right? But because it perfectly captures what I learned at Gallatin, that no matter how much you know, you can always learn more from others. Gallatin is NYU's interdisciplinary school, a mysterious little corner of the university where students design their own courses of study. And that's why most of you know a Gallatin student, but none of you have any idea what they're actually studying. But that's okay, we usually don't either. At Gallatin, we believe that to fully engage with our infinitely complex world requires equally complex approaches that draw from the wisdom of people from every background. For example, I study how people learn through play, exploring education using the tools of psychology and game design and art therapy and improvisational performance and architecture and even more. And if you're wondering, how can one person be good at so many things all in 4 years? Well, here's the secret. You can't. It's, sorry. We're all human. We are, by nature, limited. Can I tell you a secret? Even though I feel incredibly honored and blessed to be standing here today, I didn't want to do it. I mean, I am terrified that I'm not good enough for this. That no matter how hard I try, this speech is going to miss the mark. I mean, what could I possibly offer to 30,000 people? What impact could I have? I've been asking myself that question a lot lately. What impact can I have? Globally, we are facing climate change, systemic socioeconomic inequalities, and of course, the devastating humanitarian crises emerging out of military conflicts. In Ukraine, Palestine, Israel, but also in places that many of us aren't talking about. Yemen, Sudan, Myanmar, the list goes on. These problems, they are staggering, infuriating, and overwhelming. And I'm so tempted to say, I'm not good enough to handle this. Nothing I do will matter. But then I remember that internship. On my last day, my boss handed me a $200 bonus, and I was shocked. I mean, I asked him, why? I was terrible. And he looked at me and he said, when we started, we were bad at it too. Keep trying. You'll learn. I am indebted to the countless people who, just like him, saw my many limitations and didn't reject me, but instead chose to journey with me. People who, regardless of if they agreed with me, would sit and listen to my, frankly, insane rambling as I tried to just figure out what to do, and would share their perspectives, their criticisms, so that we could think and learn together. It is the brilliant diversity that I see here today. 30,000 unique perspectives and voices that gives me hope that we can build a better tomorrow. Because individually, we are too limited to handle the world's problems. But if we can learn from one another, then we have unlimited potential. So even if we feel insufficient, we have to be brave and vulnerable in sharing our thoughts with one another. And even if we don't agree with someone, we have to be humble in listening and responding to them. Every person here, not just the students, every single one of us has to work together to forge an environment, a culture where people are safe to share and willing to listen. Class of 2020-24, congratulations. We have made it through some crazy times, and I know that we can make it through even more. So let's surpass our limitations, and let's learn how to build a better world together.